Hey folks, Blackcross here, and welcome to a review product video. Now, I've done a couple of reviews, one in which was kind of pointless, I suppose, considering that it's more movie and anime, but it was based on based on a game that I'm excited for. But this particular product review, I want to talk about the PlayStation VR. Now, I personally think that virtual reality isn't for everybody, and honestly, I don't really see a use for the VR. Personally, myself, I'm not saying that everyone shouldn't play it. Depends on your personality, but for me, there have been like very, very few games that I see on VR that I actually would like. Very few, and by few I mean like probably 3 at most, maybe, and that's about it. And I don't think, personally, the price, which is like $400 for the VR system itself. I mean, yeah, record, you're paying for very expensive equipment that goes over your head, that connects to the system in a different way and stuff. But I don't really believe it should be that pricey, considering the fact if you don't own one yet. A PS4, that is. But I will say that after experiencing the VR itself, I actually like it. So let me explain the story for you. I don't own a PlayStation VR yet. I don't own one. For reason number one, it requires a humongous space to which I do not have. I do not have the space to do the VR. And trust me when I say this, I have a lot of stuff in my room. It's not easy, so that's not going to happen for a while. But a friend of ours actually had the PlayStation VR, and there was a lot of people that that me and Delmar work with and stuff. They wanted to try out the VR and everything like that, so he said, you know what, here's an idea. Let's bring it over to you guys' house, and we'll try it out. And I was like, alright, that works. So, on one of our days off, we basically hooked it up, got the living room cleared out, and we started playing the VR. And I'm going to show you a clip of my reactions to the VR itself. Now, we didn't record every bit of it, but we recorded our first reactions of it. And I'll be sure to put a link in the description when Delmar gets that video fixed up, because he recorded every one of our reactions. But, my reaction was a little bit of a different side of things. Now, the unfortunate thing is, we did not really record gameplay footage of it, mostly because, rule number one, we would have to move one of our computers to the living room to where it could capture recording from that system. And number two, at the time we didn't know how it worked, the VR that is, because I knew from other Let's Players that recording for the VR is a little bit weird. So I was like, you know what, let's just wait until we look at it, and then we can determine if it's recordable or if it's not. And after looking at it, it is actually recordable, but there are a lot of wires that I'm going to have to look at and see where can I hook up at. So it's kind of like, I don't know where everything goes, but we'll see what happens. Kind of like that. But at any rate, though, the point is that the PlayStation VR we were unfamiliar with in terms of recording, so we were like, we'll just record our reactions. So I'm going to show you a clip of my reactions, and it's basically Tumblr VR. So here you go.
Oh!
Just use a panel.
Why were you sat next to it?
What is that?
That's your controller.
No, what's that? That would
That's
be...
a hole. Don't jump in it.
That's a hole. Oh, crap! What?
Here, let me remove the headset, Chris, before you kill yourself.
No, we want to see. Oh, God! Oh, endless blackness. That is scary.
Look up above you.
Wow. Holy crap!
Okay. All right. Now you navigate.
Okay.
X is gonna be the thing on the bottom left.
Bottom
left button.
left, right?
Yeah. Actually, it's gonna be at the bottom.
To choose a zone, look at it
Zone
and press move.
Zone 1? Oh, this one right here?
Zone
I
1.
thought it said danger zone. I went to danger
No, Zone 1's on the left.
Well, this one says Zone 1.
That
See?
says medals to go from Zone 1. That, look at the
Oh.
top left.
Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha.
You have
Whoa.
been admitted to zone 1. Difficulty
I've
level
only played like
simple.
half the
Welcome
tutorial of
to
this.
zone 1.
What the fuck?
You pick one.
I don't see shit. Okay.
Things just start flying out.
Oh, what the? Whoa!
1.
Why didn't you tell me I'm getting a lightsaber?
Simple tower.
It doesn't look that well.
Instigating new test. Human test subject detected. Initiate test environment. Introduce test supervisor drone to the human test.
I'm watching you.
Hello, I am the test supervisor drone. I will be conducting this test.
Chris, don't tangle against the
Yeah,
wall.
don't,
Okay.
Please look to your right. Check.
Okay.
Please look check.
he's check.
It's a good idea. I'm a zombie Disney princess.
Danny's a zombie Disney princess.
Okay, that's funny.
Tower block. This is a build high level. The objective of this level is to build as high as you can.
Are you kidding me?
Bronze, silver, and gold medals are
Brandon.
available in increasing
Fine.
order of difficulty.
That's disgusting. Please trade me with something else.
Okay, don't flash, please. That is very disorienting.
Fish! 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 Fish!
What is it?
Fuck you,
That is very detailed. You know that?
Press! Press!
Whoa. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh,
It's just sitting in your way.
oh. Okay, please don't. Oh gosh. Oh wow.
Oh shit.
What do you want me to do?
Pick it up. Pick it back up.
It wanted that one
Oh.
sideways.
Of course you want that
Just
sideways.
pick it up and let everything else flow. Make it tumble.
Just go. Of course you want that sideways. Yeah, oh shit.
Okay, am I a magician?
Hey, bro.
What are you doing there?
You're a wizard.
You found the hidden block.
Wait, hold on. Is there another one?
No, just make the insert.
Please don't tip over. No! 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 No!
Don't worry about using it, just use the big block and then the other block.
Oh, that is creepy.
You're doing it, Chris. Don't worry.
Oh!
Wacka, 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 wacka.
Okay.
Okay, you're doing it, Chris. You just gotta put the Washington Monument
Fuck!
up.
Fuck!
That's how I imagine this game.
Oh!
No!
Oh
Wait,
I like the way they come back.
where did my hidden block go?
You didn't get a medal.
no! Fuck you!
I think about it.
Level 3.
It's all in the same area.
And cover.
Beep, beep, beep.
This is a destruction level. The objective
Could you please
is
hurry
not
up?
the tower
I'll put a mine
as
on your
many
face.
points as possible.
Uh,
You have 3 mines to destroy the tower. Point at where you want to place a mine and press the T.
I know this, so let's just get on with it!
that's one of my fucking
What if I put it right
yes, sir.
there?
already got mine set, Chris. Chris, you already got the mine set.
Well, I'm aiming for this block, not... Oh, wait, it's green. Motherfucker! You know what? I've got better than I do.
Yeah, just put...
You've placed all the mines. Press T to detonate them.
Boom!
Above the tower, scores points.
Ah!
Depending on where it
Fuck
lands.
you! I got them all down!
The further you go,
Oh, dear lord. I acted like a complete idiot now that I realized it. But yeah, needless to say, it was actually a fun experience. Now, one of the games that Hamas mentioned whenever he was bringing the VR over, he mentioned that he had Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. And when he talked about how that worked, I was like, okay, so this is something that I was kind of interested in, because, see, here's the thing, I've seen a lot of Let's Players play this game, and it looked really fun, because you actually have to work together in order to disable this bomb and everything like that. So I was like, you know what, this is gonna be fun. And it was the most fun we have had out of the whole VR experience. Like, there was a number of VR games that he had. He had the main one that it came with. He had Tumblr. He had one other one. I couldn't remember what it was. But this one, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, I knew was going to be interesting. But the amount of fun that we had, because here's the thing. You have one guy with the VR trying to disable the bomb versus 4 other people reading the manual and arguing about how it works and everything like that. And we were slowly kind of figuring out all the different individual puzzles. Because here's the thing, we never see the manuals. We only see the bomb disabling thing only. So I kind of knew what to expect whenever I hold the bomb. But when I saw the manual, I was like, oh dear God, this is completely different now. Because I was like, okay, I know how it works in the game, but what these other things? How do they work? It's like, oh my gosh, we're gonna die! Or they're gonna die! We're nowhere near the bomb, probably, but they're touching the bomb! It's funny, too, but... Funny thing is that when all of us tried it out, we all successfully disabled one bomb, but then the second bomb, or the first bomb, we ended up actually dying. It was funny. I was like, that's interesting. But like I said, the VR, I'm not gonna lie, I do like it. I really do. And it's a really interesting system, the VR itself. Now, I've never tried any other VR out there, mostly because I've never had an interest in it personally myself. On the other hand, though, I will say that setup for the VR itself is actually relatively simple. They actually labeled the number for you on the cord themselves. They label it for you. So it's relatively easy to get hooked up on the first time. But when you're transferring cables, it's going to be hard to kind of remember, like, where goes what, unless you have those sticker labels on there permanently. But then again, they would eventually come out, eventually. Now, as for the VR itself, it is very, very much light. Like, I imagine this thing to be, like, a little bit heavy, like, about 5 pounds or so. Well, not even so, probably, like, 4 or 3 pounds. But this thing was, like, really light. Like, if I had to say, in terms of weight, this one wouldn't even compare to how light it is. Like, a regular magazine itself is a little bit weighty, whereas this VR set, I'm holding it like this, and it's actually relatively light. So in other words, you're not having to hold the thing, and it's like really holding you down. It's not. It's actually extremely light. I don't know what type of material they use in order to make it, but it was so light that it does not harm you, and it's so easy to adjust. And when you got it completely enclosed, it completely seals it. To some degree, my face is kind of awkward for some reason. So there's like a little bit of light, but when you get into the game, you don't really notice it that badly. So in other words, basically it does cover it up really well. And the majority of our friends that we have, Delmar and then Hames, Brandon and Kayla, Mouse, basically, like I said, check them out on Delmar's Mess About series, and you'll know who they are. But all of them wear glasses. And from what we know, because Ham has mentioned it to us, is that if you wear glasses, you can actually put the VR while wearing glasses. And I thought to myself, I was like, they thought this through. They really did. I was kind of worried that, you know, it wasn't going to fit very well with those who have glasses, so it's kind of going to ruin the experience. But the fact that they can still wear glasses while putting the VR on, that's actually really good. They've really thought this through whenever they made the VR for the PlayStation. It was really, really good. So I will say, from where I was like, on the VR, to where I actually would not mind if I actually owned it one. I'm not gonna lie. Record, I don't have the money to purchase one yet, but there are some good games coming out that, you know, for one reason or another, me and Delmar actually would like to have. So who knows, maybe me and Delmar might go halfers and get the VR itself. But then again, I would have to let him borrow the PlayStation 4. He doesn't own one, so that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, the PlayStation VR, I'm not gonna lie, if you were interested in one, by all means, ask a friend if they own one, give it a try. You'd be surprised. It is actually really interesting. And it's really entertaining, too. You don't realize how entertaining it is just to be in, like, a virtual world where you're actually inside of it and you're like, this is weird. I'm out of my comfort zone. And then you're like, oh dear Lord, I am way out of my comfort zone. And then when you exit out of it, you're like, that was actually really fun. That was really interesting. I had a thrill out of it. It was really good. So, like I said, do try it out. And whenever you get a chance to, if you end up actually having the money to purchase it, I recommend you to get it, because it's actually really entertaining. And there are a lot of games coming out for the PlayStation VR later on this year, and then on to next year. Like, right now they've got 30 games available, which is actually impressive for a starting up system. So, by all means, go ahead and check out the VR. You won't be disappointed. But anyway, though, I wanted to go ahead and give you my opinions as well as my review for the PlayStation VR. And like I said, it was actually really good. And like I said, if I had the money, I would definitely go get it right away. But I don't. Just like the rest of us. But anyway, though, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. This is Black Cross signing off. Take care, guys.